She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up.
Hey guys, so today we are telling you a story time of something that happened very scary in Mexico. If you guys saw my previous video, we went to Peñasco with my family, and I had mentioned something that happened, and I wanted to make a separate video on that because I wanted to do it kind of like a story time. And when I say we, I mean me and
Hey there.
Josh, if you guys remember him, my best friend.
¿Qué onda, raza? Aquí estamos de nuevo. Vamos a empezar con, primero antes que nada, queremos agradecer a nuestros amigos de Made in Chinaloa. Los amigos de Made in Chinaloa, muchas gracias por patrocinar este video. Queremos agradecerles mucho porque su comida de ellos está espectacular. Así que vamos a celebrar con algo que nos trajeron aquí, una delicia tan exquisita, tan buena. Este es un rollo de teriyaki roll que tenemos ahorita disponible. Así que muchísimas gracias a la gente de Made in Chinaloa, a nuestra familia de Made in Chinaloa. Nos acaban de mandar unas gorritas bien chingonas para toda la gente. Mire, tenemos gorritas diferentes, de diferentes diseños. Ustedes para abajo tenemos la que tiene la banderita abajo para todos mis paisas. Pues vamos a ver cómo se le mira. Mira, se ve bien sexy. Mira, ya te ves 1000 veces más guapa ya con esa cachucha.
Ay, yo soy guapa sin
Así que para toda la gente que quiere apoyar, que no vive aquí y quiere una gorrita por ahí, habrá gente de Sinaloa, gente de Chinaloa, gente de Guasave, Bocorico, de Bariaguato, donde sea. Echen un fonazo y vamos a poner el Instagram aquí abajo. Miren, Chinaloa, te vamos a tener gomitas. Yo sé que les prometimos traer gomitas y no las trajimos, pero esta vez pregúntele a ella si no compré un chingo. Tenemos un paquetón grande.
Because a lot of you guys don't speak Spanish. This video is gonna be in Spanish and English. So if you guys don't know, Josh started his new business of sushi. He's a sushi chef now. If you see my stories, I'm always mentioning him. He started his own sushi business and he has improved a lot. It's like Mexican sushi. He has like a bunch of different rolls. So if you guys are interested or you are from San Diego, you can always message him. His Instagram is Made in Chinaloa, like you guys saw in his hat.
Y aquí abajo.
And obviously not a lot of you guys are local from here, so he made these hats, which are pretty cool. So if you're interested, again, you can message him for details and we can ship them to you. Also, he's making some really good gummies, like with chile. How do you explain those gummies?
Las gummies son como...
We're gonna add a picture here, the ones that he has sold before.
Pues sí. Y aquí, gorrita aquí. Ay, no se puede hacer focus. Así. Y luego aquí, el estado más chingón de México. Ay, se van a...
Calm down, you're gonna...
Se van a Michoacán.
If you,
Estoy jugando.
his family is from Sinaloa, so obviously that's why he's put the state here, the Sinaloa.
Pero saludcita, mi gente, agarra uno, vamos a hacer cheers porque nunca hemos
Is this
hecho.
a mukbang?
Vamos a hacerlo mukbang. A ver, cheers.
Grilled onions.
Chilito. So, ya se la como dicen por ahí.
Okay, so back to the story time. It all happened when we were coming back from our family trip from Peñasco, Sonora, Mexico.
Sí.
Is that how you say it?
Como dicen unos Rocky Point.
Yeah, Rocky Point. So we went there, we were coming back, we came through Mexicali, so we had to, cross the border through Mexicali. And it was my first time there. It was your first time there too, no?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was our first time through Mexicali, so we didn't know, we were kind of struggling a little bit of getting the linea, because here in Tijuana, we cross all the time, and they have like a ready lane, and they have like a regular lane, and they have like a sentry. So we were looking for ready lane, because obviously we have ready lane. Anyways, we needed to stop for the bathroom before we got the border, because we didn't know how long it was going to be, because apparently they don't have ready lane there, they just have regular, which takes longer. So I said, you know what, I need to go to the restroom before we get in the line, because I can't hold it. So we stopped at an Oxxo. We saw an Oxxo right before you get the linea. There was an Oxxo there, so we just said, let's just stop there. And then the lady told us, there's no bathrooms here, go next door, there's a casino, and you can use the restroom there.
So from there we went to the casino, right? We're at the casino. So it was 5 of us. It was her 3 sisters, and me. So when we were there, she didn't have a mask. So in Mexico, so everywhere you're supposed to have a mask, but in Mexico the rule for not going in without a mask is still going on,
Yeah.
So she didn't have a mask. And her other sister didn't have a mask either. So they both stayed outside. So once they stay outside, in my head I'm like, okay, all right, they're both together outside, and it was just like a casino, and it was like a whack ghetto casino, like, and it was a ghetto street. The point is that she stayed outside with her sister. I went inside with her other two sisters to the bathroom. I didn't know that her sister, when she was waiting with her outside, she found a mask and walked in. So she's outside by herself now, you know. So after that.
So I was outside and she needed to go. I didn't have to go really. So I told her, just go. Like, you guys are just gonna go fast. I didn't think so. I stayed outside. I'm like, I'll just stay here. You go. You find a mask. Like, why would we waste more time here waiting for someone to come out? Whatever.
Yeah.
So she went in. I was standing there and I didn't feel scared at first because I would see a lot of people out there. I'm like, okay, there's people. If it was like a lonely street, then it would be different. Yeah. But then I started to notice weird things. Like, it was first a bunch of guys just standing around me. Like, they were literally like walking like in front of me. I was like this towards a wall, like by the door where they entered. And guys started walking by and just looking at me like really obviously dirty looks. I could feel they were looking at me really dirty. So I started to feel uncomfortable, and then I started to see two cars parked just staring at me. There was two guys in each car just literally looking at me, and I had sunglasses, so I don't know if they knew that I was looking at them, but I literally was just staring at them. Like, it was just weird. Like, I started to have this bad feeling, and I started to get scared. And then I was just there like, oh my god, these guys are hurrying up, and I'm here alone, and there's some guy was standing like maybe like 5 feet or 6 feet away from me. Some guy was standing
next to her like 5-6 feet next to her on the other side. So then once I'm walking out, I get a call from her, and I felt when I was inside taking a piss, I felt something was going up or something, I don't know. So I get a call from her once I'm walking out the casino. And once I get the call, answer, and then I walk out, and then it's her over there. She sees me. She walks towards me, and I'm walking to where, like, meeting halfway. Meeting halfway.
So before you
right at the corner.
I don't know what's up with that. Is that like an oldie? Oh yeah, it makes sense now. So the reason why I called him was because at that point I started to feel como anxious, como worried, because like there was like a bunch of guys rodeándome. Basically, that's how I felt. Two at the car, another one standing here, otro ya parado, like literally like ni la despistaban. They were just looking around and like looking at me, and like I didn't feel safe. I feel scared. Like I never felt like this out in the public. Only like if it's at nighttime and I'm alone, like outside, okay. But during the day, I usually don't get scared, but this time I had like a really bad feeling. So that's why I called them. I'm like, okay, they're taking too long. I was getting nervous, and I got really, I didn't have the keys for the car, huh?
Yeah, she didn't. So getting to the point, as soon as I walk out, she walks towards me. We meet halfway. From there, this is where everything started. We meet halfway. So these two guys were already approaching her. Well, I mean, put the puzzle together at the end, right? At the end, it all made sense. So, but at the moment, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
At first, we weren't sure what was happening. We were just kind of like confused.
There was two guys walking, I believe, towards her, or they were approaching, but they were not that close, but they weren't that far either, you know. El punto es de que, like, they looked. They saw that I was with her because she was walking towards me. As soon as I saw her and we got close to each other, she's like, "Oh, it's because these guys over here, like they're just walking around me." So after that, these two guys that were walking towards her, como que they saw me. At least that's what I felt. They saw me, and they're like
So basically, they were walking towards me, but then they saw him. They're like, "Oh shoot!" Like now we had to figure out what to say because we were already walking towards her.
Exactly. So ya cuando venían conmigo, ya me preguntaron. Así que if I could borrow, because my phone was in my hand, because I had just clicked con ella. Y luego ya me preguntaron, they asked me, hey, can let me borrow your phone? And I mean, I don't judge book by its cover, you know, like you should have never. Pero pues, I mean, I kind of felt like it wasn't no good. I mean, first of all, one guy was todo aquí rajadote aquí, todo like from here to here, like como it was like fresh, como una bajadota así. It wasn't bleeding, pero como que todavía estaba abierto. You could kind of tell, like you could kind of tell the vibe. Like I don't judge anyone by its cover, but you could kind of tell like something was up. So they asked me, hey, let me borrow your phone. I was like, for what? Like, oh, I need to make a call. I'm like, who? They ended up wanting to call the bank. Y no sé qué. Y luego I'm like, oh, the bank, no. They're like, no. Yo dije, no. Hey, why not? ¿Por qué no? ¿Y por qué no puedes? So at the moment, I kind of feel como que, like, you better let me borrow your phone or something's gonna go up. Because as soon as he asked me, can I borrow your phone? This other guy, where those two guys' car was, next to them, this other guy, when they asked me to borrow the phone, the other guy was like, no. He just screamed. So as soon as he screamed, that was like another red flag. I looked. And then the guys that asked me for the phone, they were like, you shut the fuck up, you know, o tú cállate la verga. Algo así dijeron.
So all this time I was just standing there watching everything. The guys they were like wearing baggy clothes, like he said, we don't want to judge, but you could tell they're not good people. Their intentions were. I
mean, baggy clothes is not saying that it's bad, but at those moments, like it's just you felt something, you know, you feel something was going on.
Just the way the other guy got defensive when he told him, no, you can't borrow my phone. That's when I got scared. I'm like, okay, this guy's not gonna let him go. Like, I'm just here standing. The other guy's kind of like yelling no. We don't know if he's yelling no to us to be careful or no to that guy to stop whatever he was trying to do.
Yeah, so yeah, he kind of, when I said no, he was like, no, why, por qué no? Y why not? Y por qué no? What's the difference? ¿Qué? Let me borrow it. So in my mind, I'm like, I have her here. Y luego sus sisters are about to come out the casino. So the thing is this, I feel kind of como que threatened in the sense como que they were gonna find an excuse for them to do something right there at the moment. At least that's how I felt. Pero I didn't want to give them an excuse. I was kind of like trying to work with them, you know, in a sense. Porque,
trying to be friendly, so he's on his side.
Porque once I noticed those two guys, the car next door, there was another tweaker lady over here on that side, and there was the other guy over here. So it was like 5-6 people that knew each other and todos se conocían. So when everyone knows each other, it's kind of something's going on, you know, something's going on, and you don't want to be there. You're probably at the wrong place at the wrong time. So ahí yo dije, okay, pues at first I thought they were trying to get me, me querían agarrar el teléfono, my wallet or something. Yeah, see. So I ended up saying yes. Okay. Okay, I'll let you borrow your phone. I'm gonna put it on speaker. You're not gonna hold it. I'll put it here. Y es todo. Y ya. I did that. The guy got close, así. Pero I didn't like I didn't like the fact that he was getting too close, you know?
So Joshua's like this with his phone,
and
the other guy was
here. Guy was like this, así trying to hear, así.
So they were both literally like this,
So he was with both, así, two hands. Y luego una hand in the pocket. I felt como que he was just wanting to stab. I don't know. He kept
on reaching to his pockets, and I was honestly scared. He kept on telling me, go to the car, obviously to protect me. Go to the car. I didn't want to go because my sisters weren't out yet.
Yeah.
And I was just scared for him. Like, what if they stab him? What if they do something I'm not there to? Like, obviously, I'm not going to fight them. But just to call the ambulance, I don't know. I just had a really bad feeling that if I left, something bad was going to happen.
Yeah. Ahí la ambulancia por mí. No, so yeah, so then from there, I told her to go to the car. I'm like, hey, here are the keys. I have the keys here. I gave her the keys. Hey, here you go. Go to the car. I saw her sisters right there. Go to the car, and then I'll go right now. Like, ahorita voy para allá.
So my sisters came out. I went over there. I told them, hey, girls, be ready. That's all I told them. I kind of like explained. They're like, why? They didn't want to leave either because obviously they all cared about him. We all cared about him. But obviously I gave his point of view of why he wanted us to go to the car. And which the car was not even that close. We had to like walk around the block.
Yeah, so the point of view, so the reason why I was telling them to go to the car is because I was telling them that as long as you guys are safe in there in the car and you guys are ready to go, like así como just ready to just take off, I'm good. Because if something goes down, algo pasa ahí, que suenan los vergazos, lo que sea, or I just have to just run. I run, corro. Worst case scenario, I just end up running. Si me entiendes, saca una pistola que sea, o bueno, I just end up running. Let's say I just end up running, and if I'm by myself, that's it. But if they're there, I can't even run. I can't go nowhere. No por una parte. I'm stuck there. Like I'm stuck there. So that's the reason why I told her go to the car, and then I'll handle it. Don't worry. I'll have more. Como tengo más libertad de decirle, ¿sabes qué? Verga, no, ya no te voy a prestar detrás de mucho, ya me voy a la verga. Así, ¿sí me entiendes? Pero de otra manera, si estoy ahí con él y luego están ahí las girls, ella y sus hermanas, como que I don't know what they're gonna do, you know. So I'm trying to work it out with them, pero I'm trying to just leave the scene as soon as possible porque like it just you felt something going on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It
The
wasn't
vibe
much,
was
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Everything was just weird. Like people around, it was weird that nobody could let him borrow the phone when they all knew him. It was just something was up. Like we didn't know if it was him. Like quitarle su wallet, su phone. Me, they were going towards me. Maybe their plan was to, when I was alone, ask me to let them borrow my phone, and then he got there, so now they asked him. We don't know what their plan was, but it was. He didn't look like he had good intentions.
What I had in mind at the end is that they were trying to take her. They were trying to do something to her because like everything was like set up like perfectly. Como que they all knew each other. Y otro vato acá. Like everyone knew each other.
And like,
it doesn't take more than 2 guys to just take a girl like her, just carry her, boom, or 3 people like de volada, you know. So I felt that's why I feel kind of scared. Because when everything was going down, the phone, todo eso, I felt like something was going on. Not scared for me, más bien por ella, por ellas, pero pues por ella más bien, pues porque I felt like the target was her. Era ella, pues, y luego I didn't like the feeling, like I've never been in a situation like that one that you have to like I know that she's in danger right there and I have to just get out of there, pero play as safe as possible, porque si yo me enojo le digo, no, sabes que no, a la verga, like, no te voy a prestar, oh sí, culero, no sé qué, boom, that's the excuse for them to act right there. Yes. That's what I didn't want to give them. Mis compas me dijeron, why didn't you just say no, fuck it, let's go. I thought about it, yes, pero I didn't want to get too aggressive, which I don't care, yo por mí no importa, pero I didn't want to get too aggressive at the moment for that reason, you know,
because they could get it against, they could get
that's their excuse. I didn't want that.
So I was worried. I was hoping he didn't act like he didn't act aggressive, because I know how he could get. Because the same reason, I'm like, if he says something or he tells them no or like gets all aggressive with them, they're gonna then like do something to him, and then or me, and I'm here alone. My sisters weren't there yet, and me and my sisters, when they got there, and we walked a little bit towards the car, but we were still watching.
They were still looking back.
Yeah, because I wasn't comfortable. Then he's gonna tell you guys what happened, like how he got let go or how he ended up getting out of that situation. But as soon as we saw him walk towards, we started running to the car, because I was really scared. He was scared for me. I was scared for my sisters, because it was like they're teenagers. It was like a teenager there.
You guys ran?
We ran.
Right now, I don't know why I'm laughing, but that was serious.
As soon as Mimi saw you, he's like, he's coming. And then we all ran to the car. We were scared.
Really?
Like, hurry up, get on. It was scary. I was literally about to cry.
I'm laughing right now, but it's something. It was really serious.
I was about to cry. So that's why I'm glad he didn't act up, because I know he could have. But honestly, it was like a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Against him, and I felt like those other people standing around, they were just waiting for the moment. Like they were waiting for something. They were there for whatever
a reason.
Happened. Yeah.
So when I told them, hey, go to the car, I forgot I mentioned this part. I told them, go to the car, here are the keys, and I give them my wallet too. My keys and wallet. Here you go.
Honestly, when he gave me the keys, wallet, and phone. Oh no, not the phone. When he gave me his stuff, honestly, I felt like, oh my god, this is the last time that I'm gonna see him. I don't know what's gonna happen to him after this. If I go to the car, what if I go to the car and they take him, like sequestrar, you know, not necessarily your phone or wallet. But I honestly, when he was handing everything to me, I felt like that was the last time I was gonna see him. Like that's how I felt. I was really scared.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm over it. But it's scary. It's scary.
Any more? Point is this: when I told them, hey, go váyanse al carro, le doy la wallet, le di mi wallet, mi keys, todo. I told them, and then I told them, hey, I go to the car, your dad, your brother, and my other friend, and Chris, allá, they're waiting for you guys. Okay, ahí están. They've been waiting there for a long time. I just want, there was no guys with us, right? But I just wanted to show them, or to hear, so for them to hear that there was other guys over there, you know, waiting for us, supposedly, you know. So yeah, so as soon as they went, they left. Now when I was left alone with them, that's when I felt more with the freedom of being, you know what? He was there, he's like, oh, Wanta, hold up. And he saw them leaving. I was right here, and they're like, hey, espérame. I feel like he was waiting for someone to get here, como pa su backup. I don't know. They were waiting, they wanted to kill time right there, that's the point. So when they left, I was like, you know what? Ya estuvo, ya tardaron mucho ustedes, ya me tengo que ir. I gotta go, that's it. Like, I gotta cross the border, I gotta go, that's it. Y luego ya, no, aguanta. No, que aguanta ni que va, ya me voy a la verga. So I just started walking away. Y le dije, es más, if you guys wanna keep on, if you guys wanna talk on the phone, talk over here. Allá en el carro. Cállate para acá. Which I had mentioned that the dad, the brother, the friend were over here, right?
Waiting.
So they were like, no, come here. No, come here, ni que nada. You come here. So they came to me again because I had walked a little bit. And they're like, okay, just you raise the call, raise the number. And I was like, okay. Boom, boom, we raised. And then they were like, yeah, they looked back. They're like, oh shit, where they told his other friend, oh shit, where the car keys at? ¿Dónde está la llave del carro? Se la van a robar. And they just ran back. I'm like,
it was right there. We knew it was obvious that they wanted something.
So yo no corrí. That's why I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want it to escalate. I just wanted to walk back normally to my car, and that's it.
So just by them not wanting to come to the car with him, where the other guys were at, that tells us that they really didn't need the phone.
No.
They didn't need the phone. They had other plans. We don't know what their plan was. Maybe it was secuestrar a él, a los dos.
No, a mí no. They didn't want me. A mí no me quería nada. ¿Por qué? Porque
Why are you yelling?
No, porque a mí ni me habían visto. Cuando yo salí, I wasn't the target. The target was her. People were around her. A guy was walking in front of her. These two guys were aiming towards her. So I wasn't a target. Pero I've never been in this situation. Pero in that same street where we were at, mínimo 6 people knew each other. So something was about to go down for sure. They wanted something, and I'm pretty sure they wanted her o algo, porque algo querían hacer. Yo nunca he estado enfrente de alguien así que tenga miedo. No, con cualquiera que me he puesto aquí enfrente no me ha dado miedo. Pero así porque igual, pero nomás porque ella, pues porque yo sabía que ella era lo que estaba pasando, pues como que sí me dio un poco de miedo. Pero pues por ella, pues porque ahorita que pase algo, obviamente no va a que pase nada, pues, pero eso sentí como la adrenalina bien así, tum, y enojado, pero relajado, pero traté de relajar lo más que pude. Cuando yo volteé a verla a ella, cuando pasó todo eso, como que pues con puras miradas, como que supimos qué estaba pasando, pues.
We kept on looking at each other. I was like, what the hell do I do?
Y ya, pero nomás, una cosa así, nomás no le demuestre miedo, porque si tú le demuestras miedo a algo así, es como si tú miras un oso acá o un tigre, lo que sea, tú lo miras acá en el hiking o lo que sea, y tú le corres, ¿qué? Pues te va a corretear, tienes que tú, poner basta aquí y es todo, pues así firme, y vámonos, si vas a caminar despacito para atrás, y así, pues lo que hice yo.
I want to mention that he is from the US or I think he was from El Centro. He spoke English.
Ajá,
so
sí.
It's not like he lived there and
No, es de Calexico.
Yeah, he was from Calexico.
That's what he was saying. Oh, I'm from Calexico, no sé qué. Y así.
He was speaking English most of the time. So the point of this video is to be careful. Sex trafficking is real. I don't know that this is what it was. I don't know secuestro. I don't know what it was, but
no, algo así. Sí,
girls, mostly girls. I know I've seen a lot of cases on TikTok, girls saying their story of how men follow them in stores. They're not even scared during the day in the store. They're in public and they follow girls, or they look at you a certain way and make you feel uncomfortable. So this is just for